Did you know your Samsung phone can automatically switch away from the weak Wi-Fi, save mobile data in the background, take screenshots of individual apps in split screen mode, and even create custom lock screen wake-up animations? So the surprising part is that most of these features have been around for quite a while, yet many Samsung users still have no idea they exist. And while they're not flashy headline features, they're the kind of tools that can genuinely improve how you use your phone every single day. So in this video, I'll show you 7 Samsung features and customization tricks that can help improve connectivity, save data, boost productivity, enhance your content creation workflow, and make your Samsung Galaxy feel far more personal. And before we jump into the first feature, if you find at least one useful tip in today's video, consider hitting the like button. Let's see if we can reach 300 likes on this video. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more Samsung tips, tricks, and hidden features. Now let's get started. So let's begin one of the most underrated features on Samsung phones. So most people don't even realize it's running in the background. So intelligent Wi-Fi helps your Samsung phone automatically manage your internet connection by switching between Wi-Fi and mobile data when necessary. So imagine you're leaving home while watching a YouTube video. As you move away from your router, your Wi-Fi signal gets weaker and weaker. So instead of stubbornly staying connected to the poor Wi-Fi and causing buffering, your Samsung phone can automatically switch to mobile data for a smoother experience. So once you're back near a strong Wi-Fi network, it reconnects automatically. So how do you enable this feature? So here you want to go ahead and open up settings, scroll down and find connections, and then tap on Wi-Fi. Now you want to go ahead and tap on the 3 dots, then tap on intelligent Wi-Fi. And here you want to go ahead and find this setting, switch to mobile data. So you can use mobile data whenever your Wi-Fi internet connection is slow or unstable. So here, go ahead and tap on this, switch this on. Now here you can go ahead and even allow individual apps to switch. So you're basically giving them priority. So if you tap on this, you'll see a list of apps which have priority in order to switch to mobile data if they're blocked or the connection is poor on Wi-Fi. So go ahead and switch on any apps over here as a priority to switch over to mobile data if Wi-Fi is weak. So this way you get less buffering, you have faster browsing, and you have more reliable connectivity. So this basically gives you automatic network management on your Samsung Galaxy device, which leads to better overall experience. Now we've improved your connection. Let's make sure your phone isn't wasting data behind all the scenes. So Data Saver reduces background data usage by limiting what apps can do when you're not actively using them. So let's say you're traveling or you're close to your monthly data allowance. Apps continue syncing emails, refreshing feeds, downloading content, and communicating with servers throughout the day. So Data Saver helps keep that under control. So how to find this? So you want to go ahead and open up settings, scroll down and find connections, and then go ahead and scroll down and find data usage. Tap on this. Here you'll see the option for Data Saver. Tap on this and go ahead and turn this feature on. So Data Saver helps cut down your data usage by preventing apps from using data in the background. So while turned on, the Data Saver icon will be shown in the status bar here at the top. So this is the icon you're looking for. Here you can go ahead and specify apps that can use data even though Data Saver is on. So here, say for example, maybe YouTube or maybe WhatsApp, you want to give exceptions to that. You can go ahead and apply that. So this basically saves you mobile data. It helps avoid extra charges. This is great for traveling, gives you more control, and it makes your data plan last longer in a month. So this next feature is one I rarely see people talking about. So when you're using 2 apps in split screen mode, Samsung lets you capture only one app instead of the entire display. So imagine you're watching a tutorial while taking notes. So here I have YouTube and Notes. So I've set that as an icon. So I'm basically watching a tutorial at the top here, and at the bottom here, I'm writing my notes. Now you want to go ahead and save your notes where you don't need the video included in the screenshot. So Samsung allows you to capture only the Notes app window or the YouTube video window. So to do this, go ahead and take a screenshot like normal. Press the volume down button and the standby button. This will now show you a screenshot. So it's taken a full screenshot and it's taken a screenshot of that top screen and the bottom screen. We'll just do it again. Now let's say I want to go ahead and capture the bottom screen. So I'll tap on the bottom screen. Now here we can go ahead and use the crop feature and crop what you want to take. So let's say I want to go ahead and take this much of the screen. Now I will go ahead and tap on save here or download. and this will be saved to your gallery. So instead of capturing your entire screen, you can save only the app you need. So this creates a cleaner screenshots that are easier to share and require less editing afterwards. So now let's go ahead and move on to something more content creators want. So Samsung lets you hide all the on-screen control and the overlay while using the Pro mode on video or photo mode on your camera. So here, if I tap on camera, if I go ahead and open up the More option and then tap on Pro, you'll see all this overlay on your camera. So when filming or taking a photo, your screen is usually filled with settings like flash, timer, ratio, your ISO, aperture, shutter speed, exposure, autofocus, white balance. So while this is useful, but they can be distracting when you're trying to frame a shot. So hiding them gives you a much cleaner view of what you're recording. So how do you hide it? So here, Samsung has allowed us to hide this by tapping on this button here. So if I tap on this will hide all the overlay on screen. Now you can do this on Pro Video mode and Pro Photo mode. So the Pro Video mode has the same option as well. Hiding this will hide everything what you see here. So removing the on-screen control gives you a much cleaner view of your shots. This makes it easier to focus on composition and helps create more professional filming experience. Now this one is more about personalization than productivity. Using GoodLock and Wonderland module, you create a custom animation and effects that appears when you wake up your phone. So look at this animation right here. So when I go ahead and wake my device up, you'll see that nice fluid transition, which basically shows us the home screen. Let me just show you a few. This is another one with the hexagon. This is another one with a mosaic. This is another one with a slide. So every time you turn your screen on, instead of simple static lock screen, you can now have motion effect, depth effect, or animated wallpapers that bring your phone to life. So it's a small detail, but one you see hundreds of times a day. So let me show you how to apply this. So to apply this, you want to go ahead and open up your GoodLock app. In your GoodLock app, scroll down and find Wonderland module, tap on this. Now here you want to go ahead and tap on create your different lock screen effect. Go ahead and tap on the plus sign. We'll tap on image settings and then tap on gallery. Now here you'll go ahead and choose a photo. So let's go ahead and use the photo which I have here, the Pink Panther. We'll press close and then now we'll choose the effect style. So here we can go ahead and choose the CRT monitor, pixelate, ripple, spear, warp, the edge effect, blur, hexagon, slice, flip, slide, or the fluid. We'll go ahead and choose fluid. We'll press close. Now we'll go ahead and choose the effect settings. Here you can go ahead and choose the speed. You can go ahead and make it fast or you can make it slow. So this is slow and this is fast. So I really like the slow effect. Then we can go ahead and make the movement slow or fast, and then cohesion high or low. So now once you're happy with this, tap save, save again. And now we'll go ahead and set this as a wallpaper for our lock screen. So now that's done, press home, lock your device. Now go ahead and see the effect. So this feature adds personality to your phone and makes every screen wake up feel more unique. So it's a simple customization that can make your device feel more premium and more personal. Now let's keep going with the lock screen customization. So Samsung lets you hide or customize a lock screen clock depending on your setup. So sometimes the clock sits right over the wallpaper and ruins the look. So removing it gives you a much cleaner and more aesthetic lock screen. So how do you remove the clock? So there are two ways. So the first way is to configure the transparency for it. So we'll go ahead and open up our lock screen customization. We'll tap on wallpaper and style. We'll go ahead and edit our lock screen. So to change the color, go ahead and tap on this, then tap on this color bar here at the bottom. Go ahead and choose a color. Now here we'll go ahead and choose a color and then we'll make sure that it is on 0%. Now we'll tap on done. Now sometimes you will see some colors over here. To fix this, you want to go ahead and tap on this and you want to go ahead and choose another color here and make sure both of these are at 0%. So now as you can see, the clock has now disappeared. It's still there, but it's just transparent. Now the second way of doing this is by choosing a style. So you can go ahead and choose style and then go ahead and swipe all the way left. And here you'll see all the different clock face which are available from the Good Lock app. So if you have Good Lock installed, you'll have clock face installed, and here you'll get all these different clock faces. So to get rid of the clock, you want to go ahead and choose a clock face style, tap on My Clock, go ahead and create a new one, and here we'll go ahead and delete this and basically make it into a blank screen. We'll go ahead and tap on the plus sign, and we'll go ahead and add a text. We'll go ahead and press space, and then go ahead and leave it as it is. Now we'll press save, and now we'll go ahead and tap on the one that we created. We'll tap on the tick, and then we'll tap on done. So now if we look at our lock screen, you'll see that there is no clock there. So hiding the clock creates a cleaner lock screen and allows your wallpaper to stand out. So it's perfect for anyone who prefers a more minimal and customized look. Now finally, let's finish with one of the easiest visual upgrades you can do. So you can use Samsung's widgets or third-party apps like glass widgets to completely change how your clock looks on your home screen. So instead of using the default everyone has, you can build a setup that matches your wallpaper and theme, making your phone feel completely unique. So how do you do this? So for this, you need to go ahead and open up your Play Store. Go ahead and download two apps. So these are two apps which are used. The first one is the glass widget. So this is the app which you need. This is a paid app. So go ahead and download this. And the second app which you need is One UI widget. This is the second app which you need. So both of these apps are paid, and they will basically help you get different clocks on your lock screen. So here I'll just go ahead and demonstrate this for you. So we'll go ahead and open up the glass widget first. So here we'll get all different widgets which we can add to our home screen and lock screen. So here we can go ahead and get analog clock, digital clock. Let's go ahead and choose the digital clock, and let's see what options we have available there. So we have a digital clock, which is 2x2. We have a 4x2 option. We have a 4x2 option, another one. So we have all these options here. Now next you can go ahead and open up One UI, which is the second app which I've showed. Here you can go ahead and choose the clock tab, scroll down, and you can go ahead and add all these analog clocks. But if you like the digital clock, go ahead and tap on clock digital, and here you'll be able to choose all these different digital modes. So now how do you add all of these clocks to your home screen? So let's say I want to go ahead and add this one here, the One UI clock 16. So to add this, go ahead and long press on your home screen, tap on wallpaper and style, go ahead and choose your lock screen wallpaper. And here you need to go ahead and install Lockstar. So this is the module from the Good Lock app. Install that, and then you'll be able to see this icon here. Go ahead and tap on this Lockstar button here, and then tap on App Widgets. Now from here, we'll choose the clock widget from One UI widget. So find One UI. Now we'll go ahead and find our clock widget. Unfortunately, there is no search function, so you need to go ahead and scroll through this and find your clock. So here I found the clock. So these are all the available clocks which I can use. So let's say, for example, this one here. I'll tap on Add Widget, and now I'll go ahead and add this to our lock screen like this. I'll go ahead and center this. And here I can go ahead and configure the transparency and the corner radius. Now we'll tap on Done, and then we'll press Home. Now when we go ahead and look at our lock screen, this is how it looks like. So custom clocks can completely transform the appearance of your home screen. So they're an easy way to create a setup that feels more modern, unique, and personalized. And that's it. 7 Samsung features and customization tricks that most people already have on their phone, but rarely use to their full potential. So some improve your connection, some help with productivity, and others simply make your phone feel better to use every single day. Now I want to hear from you guys. Which feature are you going to try first? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video or learned something new, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing for more Samsung tips, tricks, and hidden features. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.